Hi guys, this is Mario Vergara here and welcome to another monolingual 100% in English lesson, text plus audio lesson. Today we're going to continue studying the text, how to fail at almost everything and still win. This is the part 2. Last week we studied part number 1 and today we're going to finish this text with part 2. Yeah, so let's go. Let's study the text. Let me zoom a little bit and we're going to study the text line by line. You can see there are some, Portuguese here, but all the explanations here will be done in English. So yeah, let's start. So the text begins with this line here. Scott urges us that instead of putting the blinders on, okay, so Scott urges us that instead of putting the blinders on, okay, this is an expression, okay, putting the blinders on. Let me get my whiteboard here. And first, you have to understand the word blinders, okay? Actually, the word blinder, because it's in the plural form, blinders, but what is a blinder, okay? A blinder, when you have a horse, the animal, the horse, and the horse, usually they have those, it's like a blinder is a piece of leather, okay? It's a piece of leather that placed on the side of the eyes of a horse, okay? So it's a piece of leather like this that you put, okay, on the, on the side, it's kind of covering the eyes of a horse or of the horse, right? So when the horse has blinders, okay, a horse using or wearing blinders, he can just, he can't see like to the right or to the left. He can only see like straight away, okay, just straight. So when we use the expression put the blinders on, okay, the meaning here is basically wear, okay, the blinders. Meaning if you put the blinders on, okay, it means you're not flexible, okay, you cannot see to your right, you cannot see to your left, you can only see, straight. So that's the meaning of putting the blinders on. So when the author says here, Scott urges us that instead of putting the blinders on, he means instead of just looking just in one direction, okay, instead of putting the blinders on and expecting a certain result at the end of months or years of work, and expecting a certain result at the end of months or years of work, instead focus on systems, okay? And here we have the word instead. This is a very important word. It's used a lot in the English language, and instead means instead of doing this, do that. Meaning, don't do this, do that. For example, if I say something like, I decided to call instead of writing, okay? I decided to call instead of writing. The meaning here is I'm not gonna write, okay? I'm not going to write a letter. I'm going to call, use my cell phone, my phone and call. So you call, you do not write, you call. So you're going to call instead of writing, okay? And the same goes here, okay? Instead of putting the blinders on, so you're not going to put the blinders, you're not going to just look at one direction. You are going to focus on systems. So instead of putting the blinders on and expecting a certain result at the end of months or years of work, instead, don't put the blinders on, focus on systems, okay? So systems are skill-based. Here we have the word based, okay? Based. First of all, pronunciation. A lot of people tend to pronounce this word as based, okay? Based. That's not the correct pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is based, okay? So here you say skill-based, based. And based, the meaning of based is basically when something is based on something. The meaning here is something, okay? Something is based on something. Let me give you a better example. Let me say the movie, this is a better one. The movie was based on based on real life. Let's go like that. The movie was based on real life. The meaning here is the movie, okay, not he, right? It uses real life as its basis, as its foundation, okay? So real life, like our life, is the foundation, is the basis for the movie, okay? So we say the movie was based on real life. That's the meaning of based, okay? Here, the text is saying systems are skill-based, meaning that systems use skills as its foundation, okay, as its core principle, okay? So the skills are the foundation, the basis of systems, okay? So systems are skill-based. Remembering, you can use like skill-based. You could say like systems are based on skills, okay? Systems are based on skills, or you can say systems are skill based, okay? And both sentences here means exactly the same thing, okay? It's just like two different ways of saying the same thing. So systems are based on skills, or you can say systems are skill based, okay? So systems are skill based. They allow you to transfer skills to future projects and endeavors, okay? So here the highlighted word is they allow you, okay? They allow you. This word here, allow, is a very important one. Allow means to let, okay? To let something, let somebody, let's say, let somebody do something, or give permission, right? So in the text, when they say they allow you, okay, the meaning here is they let you, okay, or they give you permission, okay, permission. So you are allowed to do something, you can do something. So they allow you to transfer skills, meaning they let you transfer skills, or they give you permission. They give you the possibility of transferring skills to future projects and endeavors. Okay, allow is a very important word. You're gonna see this structure a lot, like I am allowed to do something. Okay, this is a very common structure. I am allowed to do something, meaning I can. The meaning is I can do something. Okay, I have permission. I have the capability of doing something. Okay, I am allowed to do something. Another very common structure is, let's say, you are not allowed. Let's say you are not allowed to smoke in here. Okay, so you are not allowed. You can't. Okay, you don't have permission. It's not allowed. You are not allowed to smoke like cigarettes in here. Okay, so let's continue. So approach each new opportunity with the question. Okay, each new opportunity means every opportunity. Okay, so every single opportunity, each new opportunity. If I say, for example, each one of you, okay, means like there's a lot of people, right? Each one, and I say each one of you, I means like everyone. I mean like you and you and you and you. So each one of you. The same thing goes for each new opportunity. Okay, there are a lot of opportunities, and I say each, like every opportunity. Okay, so approach each new opportunity with the question, how likely is this going to improve my broad range of skills? How likely means what are the chances? Okay, because likely, the meaning of the word likely is probable, okay? Probable. Something that maybe it will happen, maybe, there are high chances that it will happen, likely. So when we ask the question, how likely, when we ask this question, how likely, we're basically asking what are, this is the question, right? How likely, what are the chances, okay? What are the probabilities? Am I writing this correctly? Yeah, I am. So what are the chances, okay? What are the probabilities, okay? It's the same thing as saying how likely. So how likely is this going to improve my broad range of skills, okay? And increase my odds of success. Now we have my odds of success. This word here, it's a very strange word, odds, okay? But it's an easy one, right? Odds means chances, okay? Chances. So when the text says my odds of success means my chances of success, my chances of being successful. So odds means chances, okay? It's like my odds of success, okay? Like here, and increase my odds of success, and increase my chances of being successful, and increase the probability that I'm going to be successful, okay? So odds are the chances, okay? So if you have like good odds, you have good chances, okay? Maybe it will go your way, and if you have bad odds, the chances are not so good, and maybe it won't go your way. So continuing, although most of Scott's endeavors could be considered failures, okay? Here we have the word endeavors, okay? Endeavors. An endeavor is, endeavor, okay? Endeavor is something you try to do. I can say it's an attempt, okay, to do something. So it's attempt is like when you try, right? When you try. So an attempt is when you attempt to do something, you try to do something. So it's an attempt to do something, usually, okay, something difficult, okay, to do, difficult or hard to do, okay, something that will take you a lot of effort, right? So that's an endeavor. So although most of Scott's endeavors, so he was trying to do a lot of things and a lot of difficult, hard to do things, could be considered failures from a standpoint of goals, okay? So here we have the word standpoint. A standpoint is basically a point of view, okay? You can also say a viewpoint, okay? There's a word which is viewpoint. So it's a point of view or a viewpoint. So it's the way you look at and it's your opinions, your opinion, and the way you look at a certain situation, right? That's your or the way you look at and think about a thing, like a goal, right? So a